Guys, Charles Stream here, bringing you another video, and we're gonna jump right into it. So there were some things that I missed in the last video I did for the Pokemon news that's supposed to be coming to the Switch, but I managed to find more information and some upcoming information that someone gave out. Now, this information, some of this is real, and then the other are things that I feel like I want to discuss about because I feel like it's very important to know for all Pokemon fans to know this. So we're going to jump right into this video. So let's start off with the things that I missed. So one of the things was that I didn't get to mention that Kourei Town was one of the towns that I felt like was close enough to the edge of Spain where it's connected to France. That way we could probably go back to Kalos that way, because this empty town, well, it's not this empty town, but the train station is not in use, and it could have its usefulness if we be able to travel back to Kalos. Also, we have this right here, that history of the Spain, 1848, with the construction of the railway line, of how close it is going up there where the edge of France is. So that's information to back that up right there. Also here, this was one of the things that Masuda put out when they were in what is it? It was Black and White, when they were getting ready to release Black and White, and they were done visiting there in New York, and that tells you right there that they were basing the region off of what they where they were in location wise. So that tells you that. But I have more information to back that up. Now, if you think about it, when Black and White came out, they based the region, well, one of the cities based off New York. The rest of the region, they can't just make up everything about New York, but that one Pacific town that had a lot of this town right here has a lot of buildings, had that bridge that you go across. I can't think of the name of it right now, but it was a giant city with all these buildings. This is the city they based off New York on. So that tells you that sometimes when they're visiting a place, they base it off that region. But I have information to back up the Spain thing that we talked about in the other video, well, the first video. So as you can see here, Spain is right connected to France on that little end section there. So that's where I'm saying the railroad could go up there to France and come back down between France and Spain to go to Kalos here, and then go to the new region here. So we could base this off of Spain right there and say that Spain could be the possible next region for us to go into. So on November 1st and 2nd, they said they sent this out that we spent our time in Salon del Manga gathering information and participating in events. So what is this gathering information, if you understand what I'm saying? What information could they have been gathering? First of all, we wanted to express our gratitude in all the media, including newspapers, TV stations, and radio stations. We are surely brought the papers that reported on us. Yeah, they reported on us, of course. So, and he laughs. So, this could mean that, if he's going to Spain, participating in events, and also apparently gathering information, if you understand what I'm saying, then this could possibly mean that, maybe they were gathering information for a Pokemon game. Maybe they were trying to find out about the history, how their culture is, to try to make this into a real good Pokemon game for the Switch. So this could mean that the next region could be in Spain because of that information right there. Usually where they visit, of course, like I said, that's where they usually base the region off of. Not only that, they had another piece of information where on October 31st, it was Chestnut Festival in Spain. On this day, we visited the school called El Col. I can't say all that. De Barlic. I can't for a lecture. Okay, before I visit, we were a little nervous, thinking what should we do with the pupils knew nothing about Pokemon. So no one there knew about Pokemon to our daylight. However, they all knew about Pokemon. Wait, hold on. We knew we should do. Wait, thinking what we should do if the pupils knew nothing about. Oh, they're saying so. Basically, if the people didn't know nothing about Pokemon, they wouldn't go know what to do because But they said, however, they all knew about Pokemon. And they welcomed us cheerfully with big smiles. So even people from Spain knew about Pokemon. So like I said, this is a great thing here. So if we're gonna base our region off this could go well, like quite well. So yeah. Two things on Spain that shows you more hints and things going towards Spain there. Not to also mention that the NPC in Kalos mentions about having moon dials. Now we in Kalos there were only sun dials, but the NPC says there are moon dials too. So apparently, people are speculating that maybe the moon dial is in Spain because of how close it is, and that would make sense because that would make sense why the sundial is right across the water from Spain, and that will explain that shadow that was out there in the distance. If you move up a little bit behind here, there is a kind of shadowy town looking thing back there. So maybe the sundial and moondial are right in front of each other on the other side, and the moondial is on the other side of the sea. So that could also be a thing. So that's just speculation in theory, though. So apparently, also we had this little survey sent out to different people, depending on, I guess, whatever situation it might have been. It is in Spanish, but it's kind of like telling you, what do you feel about the Switch? How do you think it will progress in the future? And then they give you this little thing to tell you, hey, what do you think about these games so far? How did you like them? Rate them, whatever, did you really like it, type like thing. And if you look at the way bottom, they have Pokemon RPG for the Nintendo Switch. But that doesn't make any sense because how can you talk about how you thought of the game or, console or what you think should come out for the debut for the next games when Pokemon Switch is not even out? So, hey, that kind of gave you a hint there that it's coming out. Remember that, late 2018, I said early 2019 or late 2019 could be a possible thing of where it could be coming. So that's also more information on that. This is also by Felipe. This was on his page, and he got this little email. I don't know how they got it, but hey, it's information. It's important. Next on Game Rant, they also talked about how the survey was put out, and they also link you to Felipe's page. So as you can see, Game Rant, confirmed that that this definitely is a survey, and they wouldn't talk about it if it wasn't real. So there you go. All that information there telling you that, hey, why is this happening? Why did they just send this all randomly to just different gamers, talking about how they think of the recent games and all this stuff, and they link his thing right there, So I honestly, at this point, I kind of feel like this is something that's going to happen. So, and it needs to happen because the Switch sales will go through the roof. So this is where I got the map from. Skinny Snubble Twitter channel, Twitter page. And that's the map that I used. That's the information that he gave on the black and white thing. Kalos map shaped like France and features of landmarks inspired by French originals. Eiffel Tower. Egypt and Masuda traveled extensively through France in 2011, and he took full research on the team to study the country in more detail. So that's just more information on how you know that if they went to Spain, they could be doing that same exact thing, researching, studying the country, learning their culture, like I said. Also, recently he traveled to Spain. October, Chestnut Festival Day, like I said, November, gathering information there, you know. And it was a manga convention, so that's what that is. Nightlife in Spain, which extends dawn beyond major cities, which, and there's a picture. Do you know that there are moondales too? So that backs that up too. Spain is known for its nighttime life. Haven't seen the moondal, so there you go. Possibly moondals. Here, I want to explain on this. So we have these birds in Sun and Moon. Each bird represents a country. This is for the American culture. The cheerleader and of course the rooster. We have the hula dancer and butterfly for the Alola region. This was more for Unova. We have one that's based off a swordfish and a fan dancer, which is from Japan. But we don't have one for Spain, which is very interesting. I never thought about that because the bow style of Oricorio plus Tapu Bulu being a bull, that represents Spain. And we never had a Spain region, but all the other regions we've had, except for Spain. So that could also had a bit of hint too. Hey, we're gonna throw a little spice of Spain in there. Not to mention even that girl that I told y'all guys about that talked a lot. And then this little train that goes to the southern part of Kalos. But you know, so what will this new region be called? Kanto, Johto, Kalos. Huh. They're trying to name the region. They're missing a letter though. Ooh, I never even thought about that. Kanto, Johto, Kalos. It's something with a J. Gelatos? I don't know. It's gonna be a cool region name, trust me. But let's see what else is over here. Spain for railways, networks, railroads, ports, and major forms of transit. Generally radiant from century of the country with capitals. So yeah, just more training information there. So, you know, hey, we're going to a new region. Let's see what else we got here to throw in here. So, recently we had these little things right here that was on 4chan. It got taken down. Some people got some threats, but we thought maybe this was because, you know, these were real, but then we found out that these were actually fake. Someone drew these on DeviantArt. The guy also has a YouTube channel, and he actually does a lot of fan Pokemon, or what I know, a lot of Pokemon that are not real, which I should call Fakemon. There you go. So we had this one supposed to have been the Fire Steel. Yeah, Fire Steel. The other one's supposed to be a Grass Electric type, and the other one's supposed to be Pure Water. I like these designs. I wanted to pick the Fire type because of the way it's designed. Because it would have been nice to have a good Fire Steel type. It's supposed to be based off of the Bear, and it's supposed to turn into a Grass Electric. And then we have the Water type that's supposed to be Pure Water. These designs are fake, but they look pretty real, convincing. And just because it says confidential here doesn't make it real. Don't believe everything you see. That's all I can say. And you know, even though these do look well thought out design, it looks like you're walking down a hallway of Game Freak and just took a picture of this. No one has a frame like this and just puts Pokemon images like that. secret Pokemon images that they don't want to get out just yet for a game and just put them in the hallway. That's just not something Game Freak would probably like do. And they're trying to go for the same art style as the starters that got leaked, which was Decidueye and Incineroar and Primarina when they got revealed way before the game came out and showed and revealed them. So that's all they were trying to do. Other than that, it's the same thing. On top of that, they got so bad is where this other game called Pokemon 0 and 1 that they made they put trademark information, tried to make it look all nice, try to make it seem like they trademarked these logos, and turns out that these logos look almost exactly the same as X and Y logos. And even though these logos look pretty dope, I can tell that that's part of X and Y logos. So you can't really do that twice, and Pokemon doesn't do the same style of a logo twice. Well, Pokemon usually stays the same, but the secondary logo for the actual game usually tends to try to be a little bit unique and different. So that was nothing that really hyped about when I saw that, because I already knew that was already. Plus, just throwing some more Pokemon information. We got these videos here from Pokemon. I'm going to go ahead and show them off. So we had... okay. Got this? Hello? Nothing? Hold on, guys. Well, I don't know if you guys can see that good, but the video is being blurry, and I can't fix it. I've been trying to fix it for like 5 minutes, but we have a new deck set, which is called Ultra Prism. So that's be a unique and new thing. That is Ultra Necrozma. Well, the Ultra forms of Solgaleo and Unala, and I cannot tell what the other ones are because I cannot make them out because this is blurry, and I just tried my hardest to make this better, but it just won't budge. On top of that, we also had Dialga and Palkia are now ready. You can go to GameStop and get them. Whichever one of the games you want to get them for. The obvious thing here is to just go to GameStop and get the two. Whatever game you have, get the opposite legendary, or if you have both of the games, you really don't have to, but just an extra add-on just to get. Plus, they talk about how, they developed them and stuff like that. So, because this is a legendary month, well, legendary year, of course, like they call it, they will be talking about how, they created the legendaries, what thought they put into them, and how they came to be, on top of, the distribution. So that's a nice just addition. Also, we had a new Pokemon Go video. You can go check that out. They got really good detail here. It makes me believe that Pokemon Switch is definitely coming because they want Pokemon to be more real and realistic. And these cinematic trailers are beautiful. Just beautiful. Outstanding. Especially that Pokemon Go one. Aero, I had got a lot of information from him. That's how I got most of my information from. Other than that, AZ's Flow Wet, I didn't get to express this a lot, even though I put it in my thumbnail before. AZ's Flow Wet was actually not distributed at all, not even at one point. I feel like it got left behind. This beautiful Pokemon here has the move Light of Ruin, which does deal damage. It's a special attack move, and I feel like if we go back to Kalos, we will be able to we'll be able to catch this thing and have an event for it, or just a distribution for it, because I feel like it got left behind. I want to use this legendary eventually, one time at least. Not to mention my boy Young Goose here is from a different region. He actually was brought over to the Alola region. So if we find out maybe his region is Spain, we don't know. So that's all the information I have so far. And let me know what you guys think in the comments, of course. And this one looks like the Stitch from Lilo and Stitch, I swear. But let me know what you guys think. And I'll, of course, see you guys in the next video.